Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set, 60 or. I got you, boy. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Bowman. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Locking the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. To throw it is Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check out route. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Set, ready, 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter. 5. Check. Lucky. Set, go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
55. Right there, 55.
They do go for it. It's locked. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done now.
From the 29, Jones. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go! That's me!
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Let's go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check now, let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Topper! Now! Hey, exit!
Mark 55! Mark 55!
Shoot!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Kill!
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill! Turn up!
Let's go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Ready. Sneak grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
It's a break.
Hey, watch the slant! Watch the slant! Let's go one more. Check back.
Ready.
From the gun, Jones. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Let's go.
Snap.
On 1st down, Peoples. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Catch is made. It's Herman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run with their fullback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Steelers 14, Broncos 3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing, Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him to 1st.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99. And we got to get to the ball. Ready?
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
91 is the money. Cross the pass. Cross the pass. Check 91.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Last
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run on first down. Bowman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, we got 4 down. Shoot!
80 weapons. Clear. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Jones. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Come on, come get some.
On first down, it's Bowman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Mike, go get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. It's Bowman, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Mike 91. Watch twist.
Go.
Here we go.
But
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. I got you.
hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, high 7. Hey, lock it.
Block now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go. 15 line up. 15 line.
It's getting it hard. Switch.
6-6. Pull it high. Be dribble.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Orbit.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check Mike, man. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Five.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That's it, baby. We don't go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the 38, Locke forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
55. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mike, 55. Let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Strong right.
And set, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Jones' pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Stay home.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got 4.
X3. 218. Chop.
Crunch. Crunch. Hey.
Shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
10 Lobo.
Here we go.
Bravo.
Mike 4-2. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Block. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Broncos first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
15 line. 15 line. Mike 42, check it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Broncos.
Let's go now. 30 base. Go. Get it.
Into the red zone, it's locked. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
64, weak. Rock it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Wahoo! Go!
I'm going to come back to you. Check Mike.
Let's go, dude!
And the blitz does come. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Safety's creeping.
Greystone travel.
Watch QB drop.
Get it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go! Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harmon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Set. 18 Gators.
Here's a sneak with Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
5 down. Stand up in. Patch it.
Here's Smith. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal.